Welcome. Today we're going to do something quite a bit different. We got I don't know, is this like a 16 by 20 canvas-ish type thing? I got my palette here. I got some titanium white, phthalo green, phthalo blue, Prussian blue, midnight black, dark sienna, Van Dyke brown, alizarin crimson, sap green, cad yellow, yellow ochre, Indian yellow, and bright red. You know what? Today we're going to Bob Ross the painting. I had this idea in my head. Not quite sure how it's going to turn out, but we're going to find out. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my old 2-inch brush here and just start putting in a sky. And what I'm doing is these little X marks. We'll just bring that down. Now, I usually paint in acrylic, or at least as of lately. Dabbled in a little bit of watercolor. What else have I played with lately? Been doing some digital stuff too. Now, the other thing that's going on, which you can't see, is that I love having music play while I'm painting. But, you know, YouTube just likes to call copyright infringement, all sorts of stuff like that. So I've got earbuds in while I'm doing this. So if I start singing along and you don't hear any music, that's going to be why. All right, so we got a little bit of a sky blocked in there pretty easily. And it was just what we're using. Some phthalo blue there. The other fun thing we're going to do is try and do this in one take. So it's a little bit warm in my studio today. My camera does not like the heat. So we'll just kind of play it by ear and see how it goes. So that was my 2-inch brush. What I'm going to do is just grab a little 1-inch brush here. Grab some titanium white. You can see I already got like the impression of some clouds in here. And so we're just going to bring that out. All I'm doing is just tapping. This in the 1-inch brush. And you know, a lot of controversy around the Bob Ross company. Me, you know, it is what it is. People like money, they're going to do what they want for it. I'm not saying who's right, who's wrong, but I will say I am using Bob Ross paints. I'm using Bob Ross brushes. Just because, you know what? It's fun. Why not do a little Bob Ross every now and then? And I'm liking that cloud. I think this is a good start here. Just tapping another happy little cloud here. And it's kind of interesting. I haven't pulled these paints out in years. I'm doing so much acrylic lately that, you know, haven't really had a chance. All right. No. Let's gently lift that. And using a clean brush, I'm going to do some 2 hairs and some air. It's your bravery test. There we go. Yeah, I'm probably going to come back to that over and over again. Just kind of add a little bit here and there. Now, like I said, today's painting, it's just an idea I had in my head. We'll just kind of see how it goes. We'll play with it. Um, I know y'all are used to me like having these grand idea paintings of, hey, here's what I'm going to do today. Let's see what happens. Uh, oh, yeah. Forgot how much that fun is. Yeah, you didn't get to see that. I just got to beat the hell out of my brush. Sorry, beat the devil out of my brush. All right. I'm going to switch back to my 2-inch brush and I'm going to grab just. I'm going to grab, what is this? Some Prussian blue. And, you know, maybe just a dab of the phthalo green. And we're going to just kind of drag that across here. There we go. Yeah, just like that. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Right there. And that, my friends, is a quick and easy, beautiful little C. Right. You know, wipe that brush off real quick, dip it in some odorless paint thinner, then beat the devil out of it. Now, little quick tip, if you're going to paint with oils, have 2 sets of brushes. You have 1 set for your dark colors, and you got 1 set for your light colors. And I just totally tossed a rag on the ground. Probably getting paint everywhere in my studio. Sorry, taking a drink there. Now, I shouldn't say my studio because, yeah, I share this space with another artist. The fabulous Tracy. I know we've showed some of her work. Haven't been able to get her into a studio lately, but you know. All right, we're gonna take a little yellow ochre and some cad yellow. I think what we're gonna do is, I don't know. Think about here. I'm just gonna just kind of block in. A little path. Yeah, that'll work for me. Beat the devil out of that guy. All right, so let's move on and keep this little painting going here. Let's grab some, we're gonna go with a little sap green. Just try that off. Try that first. See how it looks. There we go. That right there, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Then again, though, I mean, it's my painting, you know, so I could say, hey, that's awesome. That's not true. You all can feel free to comment below. Say, hey, dude, you know what? You suck. You should never pick up a brush again. And that's okay. You know why? Haters gonna hate. Painter's gonna paint. Yeah, that's gonna give us a good base to start with. All right, I'm gonna take some of that sap green now. I'm gonna grab a little bit of titanium white. Just mix that lightly on my palette real quick. And it really didn't give me enough of a differentiation there. So, you know, I'll do it again. Pull some more white. Oh, yeah. One thing I do not have out is any oil, any regular oils. So like linseed oil, something to mix into my paint to thin it, which is kind of, that was an oversight on my part. And that's okay. I don't know. Here's a question for you. Do you guys paint? If you paint, do you have music playing when you paint? I tell you, I'm like all over the place when it comes to music. Let's grab a touch of phthalo green, mix that in with the sap green. Give us a nice darker color here. Actually, what this will do is give us a little bit of a blue tint. Which will give us some nice contrast with what's going on out here. But anyways, I don't know. What kind of music do you listen to? Do you listen to music when you paint? I said I'm all over the place when it comes to music. Do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. What am I listening to right now? You know, Imagine Dragon Radio. I don't know why. It's just kind of been what I've been listening to lately. Coming back in with a fan brush now to just pick up. There we go. All right. I think what we're going to do is grab a little do a touch of midnight black, maybe a little bit of dark sienna on this little fan brush here. We're going to just tap this in. Yeah, see, the thing that drives, I know y'all can't see me. It's one of the other things that drives, my studio partner insane is I have a tendency to fling paint. Not only that, I have to have special clothes for when I paint because I have a bad habit. I just kind of wipe it down on whatever I happen to be wearing. Can't tell you how many shirts I've wrecked just doing that. All right. Now let's grab. We're going to stay with this green and a little bit of midnight black, a little bit of dark sienna. Again, we're just going to tap this in. Uh, let's see. Yeah, sorry about that. Leaning back. A, to make sure the camera's still recording. B, time check. Unfortunately, at places I gotta be, you know, family obligations. But I wanted to get a painting in. I don't know. To me, painting is life. I gotta do it. I gotta be painting. I tend to go a little bit nuts when I'm not. Uh, all right, let's. I think we're gonna do is we're gonna grab some of that yellow ochre, cad, and a little bit of that light green we were using. See how that looks. Just again, all I'm doing right now is I'm just tapping this brush up against the canvas. Switch back over to the slightly darker color. And just tap away. And just kind of let it happen. Let it happen naturally. It's funny. One of my daughters will come over. Yeah, I know. Can't believe I have a daughter. Yeah, me neither. So I said one of my daughters comes over. It's funny. She'll come over. And I'll be like out in the studio. She'll be in talking with her mom, and I'll come in. She'll be like, "What are you painting?" It's like, "Well, I'm painting canvas." Because reality is, at the end of the day, I really don't know what's going to happen with the painting. And I'm just throwing some stuff up, seeing what sticks. And you heard me say oops there. So I accidentally threw like a big old blob of paint in there. And that happens. But you know what they say? What the hell? Let's quote Bob Ross. You know what Bob Ross says? There are no mistakes, only happy accidents. Just tap a little here and there. All right, so the vision I have is this California coast, right? This is what's spinning in my head. And I'm seeing just a field. And I'm just throwing my brush around now. I'm just seeing this field of poppies. And what we have is this beautiful grassy field looking out at the ocean. I think that's working for me. All right, I'm going to tap that old fan brush here into just a straight Indian yellow, because I'm liking this Indian yellow a lot. And we're going to just start tapping this in. No wish I could. There ain't no rest for the wicked till we close our eyes for good. Now, if you were to do this painting, do you have to tap this in? No. Again, you're painting. You do it however you like. Now, I will say, once upon a time, I don't know if it'll show up on the camera. And once upon a time, I used to make sure that I had like this beautiful, clean line, clean paint, like up in this top area where, you don't see any brush strokes. You just see the color. And I like that. I do. I like that style. What I've come to learn though, especially with the oil, is it's the ridges in the paint that give the painting depth, that give it a soul, that allows it to tell its own story. Um, and so that's like one of the things is I'm using a really thick oil paint here, and I'm not thinning it down. This would be kind of like I think it's called an impasto technique, where this paint is standing out from the canvas. Yeah, one of the other challenges I'm having here is because I'm painting wet on wet, which allows me to just, do a quick little study like this without stopping to let stuff dry. I'm having to clean my brush regularly because it's picking up the paint underneath. And, I gotta say, I'm looking forward to editing this video because one of my goals, was to not have to do any editing, just do a straight take. And, we're heading that way. We're heading that way really well. Yeah. This here fan brush is picking up a lot of that green underneath. So, having to be really judicious about cleaning it. Hey, I managed to make it through that song with hardly singing at all, although I'm sure you heard me saying some of the lyrics. But hey, it's all good. And I don't know what it is about the California coast. I just love. Kind of wish I lived there, but California's might too expensive for me. And it just keeps getting worse too. Every time I decide, hey, let's look at moving out there. It's like, wow, you can really charge that much for a house? Gas? Gasoline really costs that much, huh? Yeah, we were on vacation. One of my favorite places in California, anyways. So, Catalina Island, 20 some odd miles off the coast of Los Angeles in Southern California. Ran out by the gas station just to see. Yeah, there's only one gas station. City of Avalon, which is the only city on the island, is 1 square mile. So there's only one gas station there. Gas was $8.20 a gallon. And let's get brave. I was envisioning this field of poppies. We have all these orange specks out there, but no definition. So I'm thinking we're gonna have some poppies going on. Like about here. Oh yeah, this is just gonna be a mess. Yeah. You gotta give respect to Bob Ross. He could paint. Here's the other thing I learned from Bob Ross. You have something like this that you just don't like, you get your old palette knife. And we're just gonna scrape that out. Yep, just like that. We can just like that. We can pull that out. All right. Let's wipe this brush off. And you see we kind of hid that. Just tap some color back in here. So, you know what I learned from this session? And I learned that I need to take a look at some California poppies real close. Go have an intimate discussion with them. And look at their shape. Get a better feel for them before I just be like, hey, you know, I'm going to paint. So, we'll just keep this a nice field. Grab some yellow ochre, some cad yellow. Just tap this in. And bring that over on the other side just to give it a little balance. Yeah, I'm really digging this. And call that a painting. Hey, you know, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. And have a great day. More importantly, go out and paint something.